My name is Gary Watrous. I live in the 5th Council District. Hello, Donna. I'm an architect specializing in energy-efficient design, and I'm a member of the Renewable Energy Alliance of Louisville. I'm here to say also some information about data centers, and I hope I don't repeat too much of what Gene has already said, but I do want to talk about data centers and what we know, what we don't know, and what we want to know. We know that a data center is a huge building full of computers. We know these computers need huge amounts of electricity to operate. We know they need to be cooled using huge amounts of electricity and water. And we know Kentucky has cheap coal-fired electricity and abundant water, so a data center tidal wave is coming to Kentucky. We know that you all have already approved the data center in South Louisville that will need 400 megawatts of electricity, enough to equal half the power needed by all of Jefferson County homes. We know that the Meta company is building a data center in southern Indiana and will produce all of its own electricity from solar. And we know that your constituents, and possibly you, have little knowledge of the impact data centers may have on their electric bills. But your constituents will be shocked, pun intended, when they find out that when they find out what the bills are. And the bills are already going up, as you know. It's one of the national issues. And I think people will want to make this a campaign issue in the future. The president of Pittsburgh Power and Light, which is the owner of LG&E, said that, in quotes, data centers will more than triple its peak electrical demand by 2030. Triple by 2030. Can you imagine that? But what we don't know is whether or not you will give this issue a fair hearing when you get the report from Planning and Zoning. And what we want is for you to engage with your constituents on the impacts of the upcoming Planning and Zoning report for a consultation period of at least 6 months. This important issue does not need to be given the bum's rush. We want you to ask the question is the benefit to your constituents from tax revenues from data centers canceled out by the increased cost of the electrical bills and water bills of your constituents? And finally, if you approve new requirements for data centers, we want you to require them to be powered, like Meta, with renewable solar energy. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you.